Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
I'm checking in with the town of Mayodan, our monthly update. Lessa Hopper, town manager, is on the line with us. Hey, Lessa, how you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing great as well.
Good.
Well, there's some good things happening around. I want to talk about construction in Mayodan and new things that are going up. But let's tackle some of the negative stuff first, because some cancellations you wanted to cover.
Yes, I received word from the Mayodan Merchants Association, Downtown Merchants Association, that they are going to cancel the Christmas stroll this year. I think basically it had to do with the fact that there was so many of the activities they would not be able to participate in because there was no way to social distance during this sickness and virus that we're going through. The wagon ride and the tree lighting, where people gather closer together to watch the tree lighting. They would not be able to have vendors inside. They would only be able to have vendors outside, and not knowing what the weather would be for those vendors. Not even sure how the Santa visitation with the kids would work. And so I think they decided that rather than try to put on a stroll that was remarkably different from last year and the previous years, might leave a sour taste in some people's mouth. If it was the first time they came and it was only halfway what it normally is, they might think, this wasn't much of anything, or this wasn't all that great, and they may not come back again. And so I think that they just kind of decided that maybe they would cancel, because there are so many activities being canceled around the county and around the country. They would cancel this year so that next year when they do it, it would be on the same scale as it's been done in the past, and come back better than before. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And so I think they probably made the right decision. The numbers, the virus, seem to be ticking up again because of the fall, and they said that might happen. And so just not knowing what's going to occur in the next month and 2 months, I think they made the right decision probably to cancel it this year. Let everybody get well. Let's all get back to a norm, and then come back next year and do it even better than before.
Yeah.
And we are so appreciative of their efforts, and it's such a great activity. And I know they didn't want to do something that was not their best performance, and so I applaud them for that, and they do work hard at it, and to work that hard for something that might not turn out to be
100%.
right.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you feel bad. So I do appreciate all those businesses and the merchants that work so hard at it. So
Yeah.
we will encourage them for next year, and hopefully it'll be just a fantastic time next year.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I have not heard about the Christmas parade yet. I know that a lot of Christmas parades are being canceled across the county. I believe almost all of them have canceled or made announcements that they're canceled. We don't actually put on the Christmas parade. It's been the last few years a Firemen's Association group that has done it. So I haven't heard. No one has applied for a permit yet, so I'm not sure what's going on with the Christmas parade.
Yeah, I'll check on that and see if we can find out.
Yeah, we do still have the hay bales up. We hope people are still, riding around looking at the hay bales, taking pictures, and using that opportunity to show a little support for the Mayodan Arts Center.
Yeah.
And, they struggle a lot of times for funding, and this was one of their major fundraisers, and so I hope that people are still enjoying that, and I'm glad that they were able to continue to do that this year.
Oh, yeah. The hay bales are great always.
They are.
Yeah.
They really are. I'm just amazed every year at people's creativity and the ideas they have. Every year you just think, well, you can't think of anything different this year because it's all been done, but wow, somebody will come up and surprise us, and it'll be something totally different. And we were kind of laughing about ours. We thought ours in front of Town Hall was pretty ingenious, and the person that came up with the idea had a great idea with the toilet paper shortages of recent months.
Yeah, yours is great. That was
the
great.
Toilet paper rolls, that just turned out to be so funny, and we like ours this year really well.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so get to Mayodan and look over the hay bales and enjoy that. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to some things you covered in your board meeting, town council meeting earlier this month, because there was some really good news there. We need good news.
Yes.
About some construction projects and maybe an annexation petition that's going to be presented maybe at your November meetings and things like that. So bring us up to speed on that. What's happening?
Well, I've lived here all my life, and I've never seen so many residential homes being built at one time. Of course, I was a small girl when some houses started being built out on 13th and Crest and Wilkins Street and all that, when all that was expanding, and I don't necessarily remember all of that time, but in my adult life, I've not ever seen as much building going on in Mayodan as is going on right now, with single-family homes going up, and it's very encouraging to see new construction of homes where we'll have new residents, and I'm just excited about it. I just have not ever seen the amount of people wanting to move to Mayodan as is going on right now. It's very uplifting. We have a great little community here, a great little town, and I think people are seeing that from elsewhere, and they're wanting to move here where it's a nice, quiet neighborhood, small town feel, and we think we have a lot to offer, and so we're excited that we're going to have some new residents, new homes, and we are being asked questions by a lot of people about some parcels that are between here and 220 or I-73, where they would like to develop some homes or apartments or townhomes. And so we have some people who are interested in possibly tying onto our water and sewer system, and to do that, they do have to ask for satellite annexation. And it doesn't mean that the board, will approve a satellite annexation, but they do look it over to determine the benefit for the town in tax money, tax revenues, versus what you have, the services that you have to supply to those people.
Yeah.
So we understand there's someone who would like possibly to do some development on 135 between here and the high school, and so they have sent in applications for rezoning and for annexation as they're trying to get their plans together for their construction and all. So it is exciting. I mean, we're growing, and they've been telling us for years that when I-73 came through and comes through in the future, that the development that's going to come north from Guilford County will grow, and of course we're working towards being able to provide services for people that are moving this way to escape some of the Guilford County traffic and Guilford County taxes and and those things, and so they are kind of moving a little north out of Guilford County into Rockingham County, and that's good for Rockingham County.
It is, yeah. Well, we have the new houses that have gone up along Ayersville Road, and then we have, as you announced at the recent meeting, a couple of residential lots to be developed, 4th Avenue and Madison Street.
Right.
I want to get back.
The town sold a piece of property on 3rd Avenue, and I think that there's scheduled to be 3 homes built on that property.
Okay.
And then there's a clearing and property sold on Wilkins Street where a new home is going there. And so, yes, I think on 12th Avenue a new home was built, and on 11th Avenue a couple of new houses have been built. So, yeah, it's moving along.
It really is. I want to get back to that area there around 135, 220, McMichael High School in that area, because it's been a long time since we talked about that bridge and some improvements that are going to be, a new bridge that will be put in there at some point.
Right.
Any new developments on that, Lisa?
No, in fact, I haven't heard anything lately. I mean, it was still all in the process of getting easements and doing the studies, and I know that the new bridge is supposed to go to the north of the current bridge, So there was a lot of engineering work that had to be worked out for that. And so it's my understanding, though, that the construction part is supposed to start sometime in 2021, and I believe that the completion is sometime in late 2022, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've not been updated on that in recent time. I just know that they were working on easements and engineering reports and things like that.
Yeah, okay. That's always very involved when you get into all that kind of
Right.
construction, for sure.
Well, yeah, and let's hope it's high enough up that's not going to get hit by trucks like the one that's just to the south. They just had to do some repairs and had the roadblocks. But
yeah,
it's supposed to be a little taller, higher than the current bridge, and it'll be to the north, and it will actually have additional lanes. It won't just be a 2-lane. It'll have like an additional turning lane on it. So
yeah, and a sidewalk,
it'll be a little
too.
wider and a little taller.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, anything else we need to mention?
Well, let's just remind people to please recycle right. It's very limited what you can put in your recycle cans. Would just be cardboard cans, plastic jugs that have been rinsed and cleaned out. Please, no food debris, no yard debris, no bags of any kind. And, a vacuum cleaner is not a recyclable item. Don't put your vacuum cleaners or your small appliances or your yard toys and things like that in recycling. They don't belong. Particularly food. No food. Don't throw away any food or any grass or limbs or leaves in your recycle can, please.
So I can't put car parts.
No car parts, no toolboxes, no pizza boxes.
Yes, recycling. Look up the word recycling,
right.
folks. Yeah, what that's all about. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. We need to follow the rules on that one.
Right.
Okay.
I did want to mention too that the town of Mayodan has now offered online bill paying for their water bill for the town of Mayodan on our website. www.townofmayodan.com. There is, if you're on a desktop computer, it's the upper right-hand corner. It says bill pay. If you're on a mobile device, you tap on the 3 stacked bars in the upper right corner of your cell phone or your tablet, and you'll get a drop-down menu that you'll see bill pay, and you tap on that to make your payment. You do have to fill out your service address, your account number. You have to have all fields, have to have information in them. If you skip a field, it's not going to take your payment. But I would like to caution, please, our bill pay for the town of Mayodan is a completely separate town and separate water system from Madison. We've had some Madison residents pay their Madison water bill to the town of Mayodan. And I can only assume they don't realize it's 2 separate towns.
My
so please, if you live in the town of Madison and you get a water bill from the town of Madison, do not pay your water bill to the town of Mayodan, because your payment's going to be late to Madison. And I hate to see somebody get cut off in Madison because they paid their water bill to Mayodan. So please do not pay your payment to Mayodan if you live or work in Madison.
Yeah, I saw you post something on that recently. I thought, Mike, really? Seriously? Okay.
And it's, I understand the people, that just move here that didn't grow up here might think it's all one town, but we are 2 separate towns and we have 2 separate water systems. So if you get billed by Madison, and I don't know that they have online payments yet, but if you get billed in Madison, please pay your bill in Madison.
Yes, okay. I hear you loud and clear. I think I'll check.
We're excited that our customers now can bill pay online. We've been, hearing from people for a long time that they wanted that capability, and I'm so glad we were able to finally get that worked out.
I am too. Yeah, that's a great convenient service for sure.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Okay. Well, as more and more things come online, you're getting right there into the technology. That's wonderful. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lisa, it's always good to talk to you. Thank you.
It's great to talk to you too, and we will see you at our November meeting, if not before. And
you bet.
Just hope everybody stays well and takes care of themselves.
All right. All the best around town.
Remember the 3 W's.
Yes. Give us those again.
Well, wash your hands repeatedly, wear your mask if you are in a situation where you can't social distance, and what is
Wait.
the third? Wait,
Yes.
exactly. Wait 6 feet apart. Make
Right.
sure you're waiting 6 feet apart.